Hello and welcome to Happy Scrappy Hour. Let me see if I can shift this over a little bit. There we go. I can't tell if it did anything or not. All right. So today I am going to scrapbook this adorable photo of my godson. He is about 6 months old now, and he has just had carrots for the first time. Hello, Sophia! And I have no idea why it printed this lovely border on 3 sides and not the fourth. So we're just kind of going to trim that white border off. Isn't he the cutest, Sophia? Very excited. Next Saturday is his baptism. Or not next Saturday. Sunday is his baptism. So I am not going to be live next Saturday because I will be in Virginia, which is about 5 hours from where I am right now. So I'm going to drive up on Friday and then drive home Sunday after the baptism. Hello, Moira. Isn't it just the cutest little thing? Luckily, I did not have the computer issues today that I had last night. Now, this paper I've pulled out. I was going to pull out Chamel's Little by Little, but there's no orange in there. And I happen to know, at least I hopefully still have it. I should have an orange carrot in here, which is totally not the reason why I am scrapbooking a photo of my godson eating carrots. But I just had the sudden realization that I may have recently used the carrot chipboard piece that was in here. So maybe. This is from her original collection, and I had pulled that out well to see if the colors would match, and apparently this piece of paper fell out. So I'm not planning on using it, but it would be cute. I could potentially include it in there. We'll see. Mix up a little bit. All right. So let's look for background paper. Hello, Mom. See, focus on the happy. Wouldn't that be cute to put in here? Oh, and I also have, I like these, but those are really big. I do have the 6x6 pad in this. Let's see. What a girl. There it is. I have True Stories in here. And look, there's a focus on the happy. That's a smaller size. Oh, I like Big Yay also. Okay, so yes, very happy I've got that. So it looks like this is something like that. Oh, no, something like this. So I used Delighted, I used the ticket, and I used the When in Doubt Smile. Oh, I think this floral would be nice to include. Not so much of the typewriters. Cupcakes for breakfast. That's just lovely because this is what awesome is made of. I like the awesome one too. I think this would be nice to include. That might be my background. Ooh, that might be my background. We're going to go with these two to start with. And then, oh, I still have, look at that. I still have a little bit of vellum from this collection. Evidence that I fussy cut something. Pull in a little bit of red. I've got some polka dots that I could add. Oh, like those. Here is the glitter specialty paper that came with this collection. Got a small piece of polka dots, a small piece of the strip ones, and then I have the individual sheets. Now, some of these are actual sheets that came with the collection, like this one is, and others are actually, I actually printed this one. I think I printed all of these. Yeah. I wanted to include some of that green, so I might chop this green up. I love this. This actually printed with a really nice border. What if I use that as my background paper? I think I might do that. So my printer is slightly off in color compared to the actual printed stuff, but I think it looks pretty good. Oh, come on. I can't get these back in. I'm trying to buy as many of the digital kits as I can, as money permits, so that way I will always have Chamel with me. I definitely want to include this, even if it's just a little strip like that. Now this, I wanted that polka dot paper. I think I saw some in here. Yeah. So if I'm not going to use the polka dots for the background, I do have a little bit that I can pull in. So here are my thoughts. Let me set these aside. I think I'm going to do, I think I want to do like a not quite a full vertical strip, and then use some of the other pieces I have and do kind of layers of strips across. Oh, I like that, Moira. Thank you. I mean, I'm rather fond of the printed one myself. I'm just happy I can now print in 12 by 12. How does my paper from last night match? Is that color-wise? Oh, I might pull in some of this too. Not the gray. Her gray is definitely a cooler gray, but they are kind of similar. All right, let's trim off the perforation for this aqua polka dot. And then trim it off again because I can never get it quite right the first time. There we go. All right, and we will do a 5-inch by 11-inch piece. There we go. Those to the side. So we're going to pull in something like this. And then have you. I'm going to do some strips. I definitely want to include this piece in here. I loved her sheets like this that you could actually use in small pieces and still feel like you're getting your money's worth from a big, expensive specialty paper. Okay. What if take that off? What if we pretend, what if I cut off an inch from each end of this and kind of maybe did a border strip? What do you think about that? Something maybe like that. No, I don't like that. Take it back. I don't like it. I don't like it. Maybe do 11.5 inches there. Okay, I do like that thought. All right. So let's see. Hello, Deb. Welcome, welcome. I'm just going to do a quick little 1/2 inch cut off. Sophia, I would agree with you 100% because I like how she looks at pattern scale. That's a big one because so many like scrapbookers that design collections, like she's got different geometric designs that you can like turn in any direction. And I love that she's got like these little tiny dots. She's got the larger polka dots. Yeah, I trimmed that off. Oh, nope. I was gonna say I trimmed off that preparation in one pass. No, I didn't. I lied. Yes, practical. And some people would think practical is not a compliment, but it totally is. Paper's a little dinged up right there. It's okay though. I'm gonna go with that like this. Layer that over it. What do we think? I'm actually thinking I won't use that. She designs for someone who's been doing this for over 20 years. Deb, 100%. I agree with that too. And what's funny is this being her second collection that I'm using right now and how it differs from early collections from other scrapbookers. Do I want to try to use the numbers in here? Actually, I kind of think I do, and I think I'm going to turn it like this and just use that very, very thin strip because you don't really need to know that those are numbers. And then I will include, include a lot of some of those reds and pinks, but not in an overwhelming way. Any of that make any sense on what I just said? You can't tell the numbers if I trim closely and turn it sideways. Oh, good question, Deb. How long has everyone been scrapbooking? Scrapbooking like this, I've been doing since 1998. So what is that, 25 years now? Oh yeah, it would have been 25 years on the 10th of October. That's when I gave the scrapbook as a gift. My first scrapbook was a 1-year anniversary gift to my now husband. So clearly it worked out. Either that or I just really, really wanted to keep the scrapbook and decided to marry him so I didn't have to take it back. There's that. So Deb is on 27 years. Moira's on 17. Now, Mom will argue that I started scrapbooking when I was, I think, in first grade. Because I remember my grandma got my sister Jen and I scrapbooks that it reminded me of like the manila colored construction paper pages. They were big pages, but it was like to paste award certificates in. And we got calligraphy pens to go with it. And I remember skipping the first page and putting a little K on the corner so that way I could go back and put kindergarten certificates in there. And I remember being in the dining room of the house in Hamilton, Mom, and you telling me, oh, well, you're not going to have anything to put on the page. And I remember going, well, just in case. Because, that's how my brain worked. But then I had some sort of perfect attendance award. Yeah, that's what I remember from first grade. Okay, let's start gluing some paper down. I remember the cover being hot pink. Wonder what happened to those books. Okay. Pop Jimmy up on foam because he deserves to be the little star. I need a good title for this page. I don't know what one is yet. Do that. Still thinking about this and kind of cutting it. I do like that. Just a little bit of extra color in there. Moira's got one like that. You've gotten married, Deb. Yes. Well, Moira, this was early 80s. So I was in first grade in 84, I think it was. 83, 84. Move that up so it's a little centered. An attempt to center it along those lines of dots. There we go. All right, I like that. I tuck that in back there. Let's see if I can find that carrot or if I did actually use it. Kind of like that, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like that. Some of those washi tapes we might include. Everyday life would be perfect. I could include a clock in there and do something about time for lunch. Of course, 7:30 and 2:56 are not really time for any lunch. I think I did use that carrot. Can I use a chameleon? All right, well, nuts. That's a little annoying that I had used the embellishment the whole reason I did this particular photo, but that's okay. I mean, the photo's gonna get scrapbooked anyways, because hello, it's my godson, and he is cute and adorable. And I do have embellishments from this collection as well. Let's see. I've got some yellow in here that I want to include. Matches. This is where I start struggling with yellows because they can be so different. This is definitely a warmer toned yellow. Oh, that yellow works. I don't know, that one will work too. Might be good just to add a little bit of something. These little labels that incorporate some orange, so that could bring in that. All right, titles. I got to think of a good title, y'all. Use these for enamel dots. Trying to use up these enamel dots. I have 50 million of them. Oh, there's another one of the looking. Lyra, if you watch my live from yesterday, I found another one of the little hearts that I was looking for. So I did a live in my friend Miranda's Facebook group, and hers is called #MyScrappyLife. And y'all, I'm supposed to go live at 8 o'clock, and I try my darndest to be punctual and on time because I hate when people are late at stuff. I like things to start when they're supposed to start. And my dang computer would not. Karen, you've missed everything. Go away. You have not, Karen, you have not missed helping me pick up a title. So help me figure out a title for cute little Jim Jim. But I come upstairs at 7:45 because I start getting ready 40 or about 15 minutes before my live. Because if I know what I'm going to do, I mean, what is it? Pull out my paper and print a photo. It doesn't take very long. Um, my computer is deciding that it is going to be an absolute butt. And it is going to pretend that it is a brick instead. And I end up having to restart it. Okay, I make cute little Starbucks cups. Not clearly not for this layout, but and it is just not going to cooperate with anything at all. I have to restart. It takes forever to restart. I try to turn on Chrome. Y'all, my 8 o'clock live that I started getting ready for at 7:45 did not start until 8:30. For somebody like me that likes to actually start on time with everything, I was stressing. I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm coming. I promise. I promise I'm coming. These stars match. No, those are two blue of stars. Okay, now let's look at what I got in here. So I still have a few wooden embellishments and paper ones that I'm spilling everywhere. So let's see, I've got focus on the happy, got the ampersand, I've got the umbrella, and if your dreams don't scare you, they aren't big enough. And none of those quite go with this. Humorously unexpected. I will not agree with that. He is definitely very expected. And then I have flowers that I cut out, which again, my printer is just like, excuse me, no, we're not actually going to be the color we want you to be. KK is my favorite and way cooler than Mimi. Yeah, I don't believe that. Mimi is clearly his favorite. All right. Oh, that's right, Mom. I did. I made a scrapbook in 1996. I had a friend that carried the Olympic torch for a little bit when it came through Richmond, Virginia on its way to Atlanta, Georgia. And I collected newspaper articles, and our newspaper did a countdown to the torch coming through the city. And so I cut it out of the newspaper every day for a couple months. So yeah, that's right. I forgot about that one. I'm catching up on chat if you can't see. And Karen shut up. Hello, Karen. Used to cut stuff out of magazines. Deb, yes, that I think cutting stuff out of magazines mean you were destined to become a scrapbooker. Like it was just going to happen. Karen, real quick, hold on, total aside and here random. This is the layout I did yesterday of Scotty making faces at me. And I included space for Rachel to journal. So Rachel has homework when I go up for the baptism next weekend. Woohoo! Get to give homework to my sister. I'm not excited about that at all. Oh, this would be cute to do. I can get it off. Put that in the middle. There we go. What is on this one? Kind of like that. Nope, not like that. Like that. There we go. That works. Hey, and look, I finally used up that scrap of washi tape paper. All right. Yeah, Moira. Not surprised that mom called. So hopefully she's starting to feel better. Deb, I'm glad you understand how it is to be late. I can't. I'm like, no. I have these, which look to be like the correct shade of yellow. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, excuse me. All right. I want green. Like if you grab a green Crayola marker, maybe a shade darker. Karen, you're wrong on that one. You were late because you wanted to try the classic green shade. Oh, you're talking about nail polish, not the green. Yes, that green. Let's see real quick. See if it'll log me in. Yes. Collections, nails, nail polish, search, green. I would go with Honor by Zoya. It looks like that. It's a matte green. If you want something brighter with a holographic finish, then Gemini Rising by Colors by Leroux are good. That stamping polish and won't work. Don't mess with OPI as a darker green. It has a lot of blue showing up, but I'm telling all these things and she is left. Tell Karen she can't leave. Oh, Pine Away by Sinful Colors would be nice green. Yeah, those would be the greens I'd recommend, Karen. Of course, you're not here to see that. All right, Rachel's good at homework. Oh, okay, hold on. So, Karen tells us yesterday that husband, love you too. Bye. Have fun. Tell your mama love her. Husband just left to go see his mom. Karen tells us yesterday that Uncle Steve, who is properly English, mind you, was talking about playing Lego with Judah and Scott, and also how much fun they had playing Washington logs. Which, if you know anything, they're actually Lincoln logs. It's just like it's named after some famous president. I don't know who, which I thought was hilarious. I think I might just title it Yum Yum Carrots. Because, I'm kind of boring like that. And if Karen doesn't get back soon, she's going to miss my backward spelling. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, Karen's back. Oh, okay. You're listening. You just to be right back. I just want to make sure. Get to see my hair, which I am chopping off next week. Carro. My hair right now is down to my bottom. So I am going to cut it before I have surgery. So I will not be here next weekend because of my precious God's baptism. I will not be here the Saturday after that, because I will be recovering from brain surgery. So I'm having brain surgery on the 31st, and it should help with some of the headaches that I've been having. I know I'm seeing a lot because of headaches, and they have been getting worse. And now we're kind of at the part where surgery is the only option. I have done everything else I'm supposed to do to fix it, and it has helped temporarily. But the headaches are getting worse. I'm having constant tinnitus, depending on how you pronounce it. I've heard it both ways. And I'm now starting to have some vision problems. So we are hoping that if I have a shunt put in to drain cerebral spinal fluid out of my head, that I will not go blind. So fingers crossed on that. So if y'all are inclined to pray, say some prayers for me that the surgery goes well. And based on a test I had this summer, I should wake up feeling quite a bit better. which is good. I found out I have a headache constantly when they did the test this summer, which was not a fun discovery. It was actually rather depressing. All right, now I need to know. I want Yum Yum in a different color. I'm thinking, do I have a? I want to do red, and I don't have the right shade of green. I'm guessing I will probably just do orange. Light orange, or I could do pink. Have a warmer tone pink. This is what my printers do. Like this is printer one, this was printer two. They're two different shades of pink. Thank you, Deb. I appreciate that. Hopefully, I will be back the weekend. What is it? I won't be here the second. I'm hoping I'll be back the ninth. Ninth? No, I'm looking at September. I won't be here the 4th. Hopefully, I'll be back the 11th. We will see. I think pink works. Where's another M? We're just going to stack up the Yum Yum. And pretend that I mean for it to be wonky. Nobody, and by nobody, I mean Karen. Tell anybody otherwise. She totally meant it like that. I am inclined to pray for you, but I kind of like you. I kind of like you, but don't let it go to your head. Apparently, it's already too full of other stuff that needs drained. Just think, here's the funny part. Now, when you tell somebody, oh, yeah, you need that like you need a hole in the head, I actually do need a hole in the head. I could peek this in enough that looks like I'm kind of covering up the one for the 1256, and then it could be time for lunch. No, I don't like that. I'm not using it. I have had these little acetate clocks forever, and I still have not used them. Include that. What day of the week was this? Let's see here. Jim Jams is so redonkulously cute. Yes, he is. He's adorable. His name's Jim Jim. No, I call him Jim Jams too. What am I calling him about? Well, Deb, I'm actually, I'm a little sad because I do wear my hair up in a bun all the time. So this is from yesterday. And since I know it was from yesterday, I'm going to go ahead and put the date down at the bottom corner. Um, and so I'm a little sad about having to cut it, but not too sad. My hair grows fast, and I've not gotten it cut since COVID. So I'm like, it's time for it to be cut anyways. So I'm thinking I'll donate it. Last time I donated it, I donated 25 inches. So I will probably beat that. That's my goal at least. I'm gonna go in and going, yeah, I'm just gonna have them do like a straight cut across. Um and so yesterday was Friday. Would it work to stick? Okay, if I stick an enamel dot in there, would that make sense that I'm talking that the date was Friday? We're gonna go with yes. So I'm gonna have to have them just do like a blunt cut across because they're gonna have to shave about a third of my head. And I figure if I'm going to have to shave part of my head, I might as well cut it off and donate what I've got. And then I'm donating more hair for somebody. I told my class about that because they know my hair is like ridiculously long, or as Karen puts it, redonkulous. It's redonkulously long. And they're like, no, you can't. And when I told them I was going to donate it, one of my little boys goes, oh, like for kids that have alopecia. And I was like, yes. Most people go immediately to you. Oh, people have cancer. Like there are other reasons why kids need wigs too. There we go. I like that. Let's put that up on foam. Like, if I can find my foam. So impressed that a third grader knew what alopecia was. Wisdom highlights. Thank you. They are wisdom highlights. My husband has made me incredibly wise. Is this from the back? So I'm looking at the back. This reminds me of a piece of paper from Go Now Go. Now I'm wondering, did I have That's not from Go Now Go, is it? No. No, it's not. I would remember that, hypothetically. Alright, new hair is always a fun thing. I got mine cut for the first time since the start of COVID. Proper haircut was amazing. Yes, Karen, they are very much like dots that you peel off paper, but they do not taste at all like them, and don't ask how I know that. Check out my wisdom highlights. I'm so using that now, Deb. I did not quite a bit wiser living with you. But the things I learned were not things any human being needs to learn about. So if I put I know right somewhere down here, I mean, it's not gonna go here because it's gonna line up way too perfectly. Would it look like yum yum carrots? I know, right? Like, hello, they're amazing. Oh, hello, they're amazing. Would that work? Big yay for sweet little Jimmy who had carrots for the first time. Oh, I love getting pictures of, look, he tried this and loved it. Look, he tried this. I'm bringing his favorite candy with me when I go next weekend. Quick, Karen. If Jimmy loves you so much more than he loves me, what's his favorite candy? I haven't died in forever all the time myself, but it's more of a it's stupid expensive, so I'm just cheap. I like this over here, but I don't like that it's the cream on cream. I want it on some color. Could I tuck this in? No, that won't work over there. So we'll do this and tuck this sucker right back over here. Nobody saw it disappear. Not at all. Let's ink this. And then we'll peel up this green card for the first time and not the second time. No, his favorite candy is Butterfinger. Ask his mom. He prefers to drink it through breast milk. You, the mother, have decided you need a break. I fully support that mother needs a break. I agree with you. It is half term for you as well. All right. I'm going to pretend that I have not just stuck down this green card multiple times. Sometimes more is more, right? Especially when carrots are involved. It has some pink on the side. We are going to trim that off. There we go. Okay. Slip that under there. Alrighty then. Still got that. Oh, forgot about my film strip piece. Let's ink it. All right, and now I'm curious, did anybody actually use the pink polka dot side of the specialty paper? Because why would you spend that much money on paper and then use this side when this side is pretty and glittery and silver? Yeah, no. This is going to go on top. Go. Cute little bumblebee is even facing in the right direction. Now I need to get some spots in hair and here that journaling will work out well. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Going to include these little star tab. Get some orange on this other side. Maybe tuck it under. Oh yeah, I like it tucked under. And get a nice thick pen. Delicious. All right, y'all, I just impressed myself. I'm not gonna lie. I just did cursive sideways. All those years teaching has paid off. I can finally do cursive in multiple directions. That matches, but I don't think I'm going to use it. Let's look through our stickers and see what we have. We have a silver heart. Oh, I could use these hearts easily. I love you. All right. More is more made me think of another reason your husband has not made you wiser. Perhaps by learning from him. I love him, by the way. For those who don't know, he's my brother. Yes. Oh, I like that right there. Okay, I'm going back and catching up on reading here. Deb, I agree with you 100%. I love Sophia posts and some of the things that she says that her kids say. It makes me giggle so much. Oh, I was gonna put, oh, there, that's perfect. Big yay, but I have big yay right there, so not gonna work. I could put 6 months. He's 6 months, right? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. No, he's 7 months. No, he'll be 7 months next week. So he is still 6 months. So we'll pull the six out and do a cute little, oh, where is that? Nope. Yeah, that would work. It's a little weird and rough edge. Let's be wild and crazy and pull out these little typewriter stickers that I have never used. And I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to use on the paper on this typewriter. M O N T H S. All right. Mm, watch it not fit. Mm, it's not going to fit. I will make it fit. You will fit. We will overlap. Mm, T H S. Yes, overlapping made it fit perfectly. And then I covered up the little hole so it's no longer a tag. Ha ha! Space for a cute little heart or something at the end there. Oh, everyday life I wanted to include. That's right. Switch to the good scissors. All right. How much do you like axolotls? You like them axolotl? uh, where's my mouse? I lost my mouse. Just making it hard because I can't see comments. Uh, you guys are funny. I am such a third grade teacher. I have learned how to stand at the board, face my class, and still write on the board that's technically behind me in cursive while I'm teaching. All right, guys, this is how you make a W. Under curve, slant, under curve, slant, under curve, check stroke. We just did the letter J this week, and I wrote the word jewel like that, and I said the strokes for each part of each letter as I did it, and they're looking at me like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "Guys, we've learned all this. This would be perfect if it was like that, 'cause then I could tuck it in right here." So I think what I'm going to do is trim this end off and fishtail this end. There we go. Now it is going in the right direction. I cannot write backwards and near and upside down. I can read upside down. Again, amazed the third graders last week with that. They're like, "How'd you do that?" I'm like, "Guys, I taught myself how to read upside down with Dr. Seuss. If you can read Dr. Seuss upside down, you're good to go on anything." Oh, Karen, I keep forgetting to tell you. Um, one of the fourth grade classes was doing a character study, and guess which book they used? It's one you bought for Elizabeth. I'm betting Sophia knows the book too. Let's see here. Started saving those. They have an axolotl for the cookie mascot? That is so cool. When do cookies go on sale? I need cookies. My smallest loves axolotls. Elizabeth loves axolotls. I got her an axolotl t-shirt, I think. And Karen is a huge Girl Scout person. Oh, that's awesome, Deb. That's fabulous that you are you and your daughter are Girl Scout, lifelong Girl Scouts. Um, they were okay. I'm like, this is where I should be like scrapbooking, but I'm catching up on chat. Confusing kids with cursive. That's good. Well, my school requires us to teach it. I am not at a public school, so I'm allowed to teach it, which is great because I think it's hugely important to teach cursive because so much of our personal history, letters and whatnot written between family members from many years ago, those things that we save that we put in scrapbooks, old recipes, family recipes are written in cursive, and those kids are going to lose their own personal family history. Third grade is 8. So yeah, we're one digit off from the UK system. My phone is ringing. I don't want to talk to this. Ruffalo. That is what the teachers on my hallway used to teach, which I was like, she had it on the board, and then she had the kids draw a picture of what the Gruffalo looked like before she showed them, which was funny because that was a lot of fun to see those pictures. And I'm like, oh my gosh, some of them got really good, and others I'm like, were you listening to the story at all? Just curious. Did you hear the words? So it was really neat. Yeah, I had to remember Wonder Boy year 4 is the same age as I teach, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh, okay, sticker, no. No, 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 that's not how that works. You go under, then stick down. Okay, what else do I need aside from a place to journal? I need to finish looking through these stickers. Feeling inspired, embrace creativity. I don't really have blue anywhere on this, because so let's do this really wouldn't work. What's on this one? Oh, that's right, the numbers. I do have, where's the bag? See if any of these flowers would work. So this is why I love having the digital supplies. This is where I was trying to print out on presentation paper, because that's what Allie Edwards said would work. Let me tell you, don't print on presentation paper. It sucks. But what I love having the digital supplies is that I can take the same die cut and then resize it. So I can actually have sizes that fit and work with whatever for whatever scale that I have. And I won't run out. I had that tucked in just like this. Okay. I don't have a bicycle with this collection. If I had a pineapple, I might actually use it, not gonna lie. I probably included the carrot on, did I include the carrot on the other layout about him eating? Didn't I do a layout of him eating avocado? Did I put it on there? No. I don't see a carrot on this one that I used, because she's at a farmer's market. I could include a carrot on there, but I don't see it. This is another one. I need to remember to bring this one with me. That's another one Rachel has to write on. Huh. I'm kind of curious where I use the carrot. Watch, I'm going to go put stuff back in the little orange container, and I'm going to find that dang carrot. Can you just go a little slot, please? Okay, let's finish putting on some. I think we can write a little bit on there. That would work, especially if I bring my wide pen. That would work, and pop that sucker up on some foam. Okay. Scissors. See, and now we're talking about school years, and I get confused. Yeah, see, that when we start talking about college and stuff, it's very different. Sophia, I went to college. I went to Appalachian State University, and at App State, you choose your major. So I went to the Reich College of Education at Appalachian State University. But apparently that's totally different than how everybody else does colleges. I'm just like, okay. I want this one, but smaller. Here it is. Yep, I want that there. All right. Using these digital days so makes me want to go back and do some more digital printing. So if you print them and then I put them on, I print them in Silhouette Studio and do it on their, for their pick scan layout. And then I just put it in my Silhouette and it cuts them all out for me. So I didn't have to fussy cut any of these. And that's brilliant. This one's gonna go up on foam too. Oh, and I still have pointy scissors. I still have the actual paper embellishments to look at. So as soon as I stick this one down, let's look at that. So there might be some I can tuck in. And then we'll put enamel dots on, and then we're gonna call it a layout. Mr. Yum Yum Carrots. We're gonna hide. Oh my gosh, there's a bicycle in here. And a moped. Look, I can call for moped pizza, Karen. Dear Lord Jesus, please let me have already used the moped and the bicycle. I'm saving the bicycle for when Jimmy learns how to ride a bike. And Karen will remember that in like 7 years. I do have some basic gray collections digital as well. I wish there were more digital basic gray collections. It's only from like a 3-year period. And all right, we need moped pizza now, Karen, just so I can use that die cut. So for example, there's the color difference you can see. So this one is definitely brighter, or maybe you can't see it. Let's pull up this one. So can you see the color difference in these? So I'm aiming for this color, and this is the color I'm getting from my printer. And it's just like, really? Very bright. I like the desaturation of this. I mean, it works, but not like I couldn't include these together. Like that's just too weird to me. All right, what else do I have in here? That's just lovely. I don't know if there's anything in here that would work to use. Oh, and here is again, this is why I like digitals. So this is this. Clearly couldn't include that right there, but I've got it shrunk down teeny tiny and it worked brilliantly. I don't think any of these are gonna work for this layout. And that's okay. I'm all right with that. I think we're just gonna add in some enamel dots and call it done. My favorite Care Bear. I do. I love Good Luck Bear. I also like Friendship Bear, the orange one, because it had lollipop or not lollipops. Had a little plastic figurine and it had a little popsicle that you could break into two. I mean, you couldn't literally break it into two, but that kind of popsicle. Lolly, ice lolly. Is that what you call them in the UK? I don't know. I don't know. Don't go down there. Nope, not there either. There we go, like that. And then going to include that. All right. I think I might be done. Not separated by subject. That's so interesting. Sophia loved my we the College of Education had its own library, and so we would go in there and they had well, it was part of the real library, but it was a separate floor, so you would go up and it was, had tons and tons of children's books because, I mean, obviously we're learning to teach children, but it also had, uh, samples from publishing companies of textbooks. So we could check out the teacher textbook and the student textbook. Really awesome. No, I tried because one of the reasons Karen, one of the reasons I liked this Friendship Bear one so much is that I would pretend to eat the popsicle. So no, you couldn't, and it did not taste good. It was plastic. It was not orange like I thought. And now we're all gonna sit here and be surprised that I am not blonde. All right, so trying to put these in here so I don't flick them everywhere and lose them. There we go. All righty, guys. I think I might be done. I have spot for journaling for Rachie to do. And I really like it. I love this little bee. He worked out perfectly. And I just realized I covered up the only spot of yellow that was on here. So now yellow kind of looks like a weird color to add in, but it it works. I mean, there's no orange, but clearly I made that work. Ah. See, we don't have old libraries like that where I am. So, I mean, my college was I don't know when my app state was built. I mean, I should because it turned 100 when I was there. So I guess it was built around the turn of the century. Um, because I started there in 99. Ooh, I'm flicking my thing around. I started in 99, so maybe it was built to 1900. No, it was built in 1899 because that's I don't know. 1899 or 1900 is when it was built because I remember being snowed in on the mountain for spring break because they had spring break super early so they could do their celebrations for the 100th anniversary when it was slightly warmer. So, thanks, Karen. I'm glad I did okay. You're right. Jimmy is doing the heavy lifting. All right. So, focusing back, this piece of paper. So the wide format printer I have won't print by 12. It puts this border on. So when I originally printed 12 by 11 and had this border, I was really disappointed. To do the borderless pages, I actually have to do overprinting. So I put in a carrier sheet essentially and let it print. It actually prints on the outside of the sheet, which is fine. But I really, really love how this turned out, and I'm glad I got to use it. I like how it looks like a little white border frame around it, and it's not at all like I originally intended. But hello, he's cute and adorable. Yum yum carrot. I know, right? So I feel like this is something that Rachel would say, and there's little Jim Jim's response. So anyways, first time for everything. That's true, Karen. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. As I said, I will be gone for the next 2 weeks, once for this young man's baptism and another time for my for brain surgery, which is always fun to it's still so weird to say that even though I've been going to have it for a couple months now. So, I appreciate any prayers that you guys can say 31st, and I will probably post pictures, just letting everybody know everything's fine. Thank you to those of you who already give a thumbs up. I appreciate that too. And I will see you guys later. I hope everybody has a lovely Sunday. And I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Bye.